guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen if you are new here. This is my lifestyle channel. Some of you may know me from my vlog channel. I will leave a link down below if you want to check it out. I'm a mom of 6 and I homeschool my kiddos. So in today's video, I am filming a very highly requested video. I've been probably getting this request for 4 or 5 years, which is the homeschool room tour. Now, we have lived in multiple houses since we first started homeschooling, so we have had multiple versions of a schoolroom. Actually, most of the furniture, like the main pieces, we've carried from house to house. We've just sort of configured it differently. We've been in this house for about 4 years. And this is the room we've been using. It's supposed to be our formal dining room, but I don't know. I don't know about you, but I've never had a formal dining room in my life. So it has been turned into the schoolroom, and we've actually had it set up a certain way up until this year. This is the first time that I've had it in this configuration, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like any other room that you do in your house, there's always stuff that I want to change and add and fix and all the things. But hence the years later, and I still haven't filmed a homeschool room tour. I'm just gonna do it, and it is what it is, and there you go. Just so you know, if you're gonna subscribe to this channel, it's going to be as real life as you could possibly get. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll try to link as many things as I can and tell you where I got them. And if you have any questions or any comments, leave them down in the comment section, and let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so here is a shot of the schoolroom from sort of the main entrance. We have like a hall here. We have our door, like our front door that way, and then into here is our kitchen. And this is, like I said, what would be considered the formal dining room. Actually, before I go in there, I'm just gonna turn right over here because we have, like I said, this is a little hallway from the entrance of the front door. And we come in and there's this little wall here, and that's where I put our main bookshelf with our like readers, chapter books, and some reference books. Just have a corkboard where I just post some pictures that the kids draw, any kind of art and stuff like that. This is kind of a mishmash. Actually, I kind of have up here things that I don't want the littlest one getting into. So my kids range in age from 3 to 15. So obviously the 3-year-old, I'm not doing like formal school with her, but she does hang out in here with us, and she does a lot of crafts and just like hands-on stuff. There are things up here that she plays with, but it's just stuff that I don't want her to be able to have access to without me knowing. Some coloring books in here. Then we have this little turntable thing. I got it from Michael's. It has a lot of wear and tear on it, but it has been nice to have. For a while we actually had them on the desks, but I decided to move it up here, and we just kind of keep some extra supplies that we don't like use all the time. I have a timer, some white glue, some stick glue, rulers, some extra random pencil crayons. And here it's like felt boards, stamping kits, a lot of Melissa and Doug things. I have magnets. My kids love playing with these. It's so simple, but magnets from the dollar store, and then a cookie sheet, and they just love to play on that. And then when you come down, you get into the books. I have these boxed sets here and here. I actually got all of these from Costco. It's great to check Costco, like especially, I mean, they always have books, but especially in the summer, just before school starts, they have a lot of these. And another good time to check is actually like around now, just before Christmas. Here is just like some random chapter books that I don't know. I didn't really have a rhyme or reason for which ones went there. And then moving down, I kind of put them into like series. So Diary of a Wimpy Kid. What are these ones? Ever After High. Some superhero books. If you hear noise in the background, those are my children. Geronimo Stilton, Ginny B. Jones, a lot of Magic Tree House, Boxcar Children, so things like that. And then there's even more in the back because these shelves are kind of like wide. or deep, I guess. And then moving down is more like picture books. So a lot of Dr. Seuss, and then just a lot of like Berenstain Bears and Franklin, you know, ones like that. What's the other one? Little Critter, is that what it's called? Just a lot of these, Curious George. So I have all those there. Down here is more like referencey books. So animals, the earth, space, you know, dinosaurs, things like that. And actually it spills over onto here because we didn't have space. Seriously though, guys, I would say about 90% of what you see here is thrifted. So I do get certain things like that, like I said, from Costco, from the store. And some of these sets are books that like I've bought for my kids, and then either they've already read them or they wanted to pass them down to younger siblings. But for the most part, like even like all these, like almost all of these are just thrifted. So it's great. Also going to like library sales is another great way to sort of build your library. And then I also have this basket here, and it's more just like the bigger, you know, like bigger books that don't fit in there. So kind of a lot of the ones that have like multiple stories in one. So Curious George, some Disney ones, a lot of Robert Munsch. We like Robert Munsch. And if you head on right over here, sort of half in and half out of the schoolroom, I have this little there's actually two here because I bought one for my youngest who's 3, and then my daughter above that is 7, and I bought 2 of them, but they're just stacked here. My youngest daughter sits here, and this is how she sort of does her school, and she has all her own little things. She's got some crayons and markers and scissors, some Elsa and Anna jewelry, because you know, you never know. I actually got some like leftover workbooks because she was interested in actually learning some stuff. I posted all about it on my Instagram. If you want to follow me there, it's just Modern Mom for Life on Instagram. I'll have that link down below. Yeah, she's super cute. She watches what everybody else is doing, and I got her just some plain notebooks that she kind of just colors and scribbles in and stuff, but she wanted to like learn. She wanted to do stuff. So we do that, but stickers is great, crayons, those little like water coloring books are great. So that is like always there. Moving into the actual room now, I'll give you a quick pan around the room, and I guess we'll probably start over here. We have 3 desks lined up here against the wall. They're all individual desks. All of the desktops and the drawers and the chairs are from IKEA. I cannot remember any of the names of anything because we've literally had these for like 6 years. So I can't remember any of it, but I will find it and I'll link it for you in the description. But basically you pick the tabletop, you pick the legs, the drawers are just an add-on, or you can just put legs on the other side as well, and you can just customize it however you want. This is my son's desk. He is in grade 4 this year, and I just have him set up here with a light. This is from Target. Not everybody has a lamp on their desk. It kind of just depended on where they were sitting and where I felt like kids needed some extra light. So because we get quite a bit of light out of that window, I didn't bother putting any there. Then we have this light here in the middle. So I basically just have them on the outside desks. We just have like these file folders. What do you call these? Magazine holders. These are from IKEA as well. They come in all kinds of colors. I like them though because they're a little bit more like sturdy than some of them are. And we don't really keep curriculum in here. These are kind of just like extra books, if you know what I mean. So it's not stuff we do every day. It's just kind of like, I don't know, if they have some free time or something. I do keep one teacher's manual in here just because it's easier for me to have it just here at their own desk. And of course a hat. My boys love keeping their hats at their desks. And then we just have these tins where they keep markers and crayons and whatever they want, basically easily accessible at their desk. He's got some of his readers here from The Good and the Beautiful. And then over his desk I have this Seasons poster and a cursive poster. They're both from Scholar's Choice. I used to have a ton of posters on the walls, and then I kind of was over it. It just looked cluttered, and I felt like half the time the kids weren't even like looking at them. So I kept just what I felt mattered and what like the kids were actually utilizing day to day. So that's why he has cursive. He learned cursive last year, but he needs a little bit of brushing up on it. So we have that there. And then we have this skip counting by twos chart that I just printed off, K5 Learning. But that's pretty much what his desk looks like. And then we have some, honestly guys, like I said, I'm keeping it real. We just have like a random extra. We have like a Jenga set in here and then like a marble run. I just keep it in these bags. He has this dinosaur slime kit that he likes to play at his desk sometimes, so it stays there. And then I have like flashcards and stuff here. Again, I do use them, but I don't pull for them all the time, so they kind of just, they're wedged in here nicely, and that's where they're gonna stay. We got these IKEA chairs. It's a love-hate relationship with these chairs. They have held up fantastically, but my kids sure do love rolling around on chairs, and it kind of drives me crazy. Anyway, they will do for now. You'll also notice that underneath everyone's desk, they have zip up binders, and these we just keep here. There's nothing like currently in them, but we just keep them if we ever want to do school on the go. So if we want to bring some stuff in the car, like if it was going to be a day where we were going to be out, or even if we were traveling or something, then the kids could put worksheets and stuff in there and bring their stuff with them. So that's why everybody has one of those under their desk. Like I said, we have this drawer system, which works out really good. Oh, I was also going to say, I mean, it's hard to tell on camera, but if I go up close, you can see there is like a ton of wear on these desks. You don't notice it from afar, but I mean, you know, it's IKEA. Again, though, I haven't changed out any of these tops since we started homeschooling, so it has been years and years. And I'm still contemplating this year. I may go ahead and switch them all out because I think it's just about that time. I mean, they're still working well, but just from a aesthetic point of view, this is the reality. I mean, the kids do everything here, though. They do arts and crafts and all kinds of things. They use their desks a lot even when they're not in school, so hence the condition they're in. But considering, I think they're great for the price. Up above here, I have one of two whiteboards. I believe we got these at Staples. No. Yes, Staples. I do a verse of the week. Oh, by the way, this is just washi tape, which is great because it doesn't wreck it, and you can kind of do like fun, you know what I mean? If you want to divide, or if you want to do like seasonal fun stuff, it's just a great way to kind of section off your whiteboard, especially if it's like big like this. I don't remember the size, but it's ginormous. Anyway, so I do verse of the week, and then this is where we keep our calendar. I think this is also from Scholar's Choice because we've had this for a while. So we have the days of the week. Whoever decides to switch it out does it day to day, and then the main calendar, and then the seasons and the weather there. So I just affixed this again with the washi tape. I have to replace it because it's been up here for a while, but for the most part it holds it on, some washi tape, and then I just put like Velcro strips on here so that we can put these on and remove them fairly easily. Next to my son is my daughter's desk. She's a grade 6 this year. And then I have this is actually like a shoe, you know, like a little shoe rack thing that you'd put in your closet or like in an entrance. So I put this here, and it's great for almost like it's basically used as shelving for extra things. So in here, I just have extra books. It's always about books, just extra readers and stuff. Now, they're not necessarily just for like them two. My younger daughter uses them as well. They're just kept here. And then just some fun books about all kinds of things, Usborne, and just, I don't know. There's just all kinds of things in here, to be honest with you. And then more down here, like a lot more. We have a ton of them. So we keep all those there, but they're nice and accessible because a lot of times if one of them is done or they want me to check their work, but I'm working with somebody else and they're waiting for me, I'll just tell them to grab a book and they'll sit at their desk and read until I'm ready to help them or you know, check whatever needs to be checked. We have this tackle box here, and this is what I use to store our Matthew C blocks. Like that. I can't open the whole thing, but it lifts up. I have the hundreds ones down there, and then I just kind of sort them according to whatever number they are. And it works great because they can take it from desk to desk, whoever needs to use it, and then they all get put away there so they don't get lost. I have these little, I don't know, cue cards. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about. Holders. I have the good and the beautiful cards, and then just some random math, like flashcard things here. So I keep those there. And then back here I have like story starter things, Lego challenges. Again, just random, sort of like time filler stuff, and a picture from when we went to Great Wolf Lodge, because if you ask my children, that is the happiest place on earth. So heading onto my daughter's desk, she has the same thing. She has one of these like file holder things again. So she keeps her pencils and things. This is the book she's reading right now, just for fun. And then she has her Bible there. I'm not going to go through like what everyone has in every one of their drawers, because I already know this is going to be a long video. I'll give you just like an overview. Everyone's a little bit different, but for the most part, in the top drawer, it's a more shallow drawer. They keep kind of their immediate morning work. So they usually have some pencil crayons with like extra, you know, pencils and things in there that they'll keep. They have daily notebooks. My 3 youngest still do daily notebooks, and they're all a little bit different. If you want to know like what I put in them, I can do a video, or I could just, I don't know, maybe do an Instagram post or something about it, but just let me know if you want to know. And then this is their journal that they write in every day, and then they each have a devotional. So this is my son's, the 52-week devotional for boys. And they're really short and like to the point, and then there's usually a couple questions they have to answer. So that's kind of what they do like in the morning. And then I don't actually have like an order of how I make them do their work. For the most part, I'm not too concerned about what order they do it in, as long as they get it done. So we have handwriting, explode the code, good and the beautiful, some language and English. These are leftover books. Every once in a while, there's like a few pages left, like random pages left. So every once in a while I'll pull one out just to kind of supplement whatever we're already doing. Then we have geography, and we have spelling back there. And then we, oh look, we have some grocery gang. So you never know what you're gonna find. Health and safety, science, and Wordly Wise. And his math is there. But the kids also do teaching textbooks. That's on the computer. Again, I may or may not do a separate video on curriculum. Let me know if you're interested in that. Over my daughter's desk, we have this capitalization rules for her writing. And then again, she has a similar, you know, that's her notebook, her journal, her devotional, extra things back there for writing and drawing, and then just her, you know, whatever she's working on, we have there. So that's her stuff. Heading over here is my oldest son's desk. He is 15, so he's in grade 10. We kind of do a mix with him. He does he homeschools, but we do some of it where I am still the teacher. So he basically does the majority of his grade 10 subjects. It's an online course that we do with the public school so that he will still be earning his high school diploma. We do some like supplemental subjects here at home. I say here at home, he's here at home doing all of it. Does that make sense? But I do some stuff with him, and we do group things, and then just like extra subjects that don't necessarily get taught through his online courses. The kids are getting especially riley now, so you're gonna hear a lot more noise. Anyway, so he has his laptop here that he uses, and just a lot more random things. We have this math flipper that just kind of gives you some tips on different kinds of math. Always need a Rubik's Cube and a deck of cards, so that's good. Then I have this, again, is part of a closet like organizer thing that I got. So I use that on his desk for extra storage for binders and notebooks and stuff. And again, always got to have a ball cap. This is the devotional that he's doing, Devotions for the God Guy. This is a science thing that we're working on together. So he got that. He has his own agenda. The older kids have agendas that they keep track of their work in, and then they just highlight as they go. As we have there, moving over to this side, this is basically the back center wall of the room. We have a window there. It's not very scenic because it just sort of faces the houses like brick. We do get a lot of light from this window, and that's why I haven't really, I mean, it's good that we get a lot of light, but it's not like direct light. That's why I haven't put any blinds or anything on there. We have another one of these cube shelves, and that is where I keep the printer. We have HP OfficeJet Pro 6968, in case you wanted to know. It's really good. We've had it for almost 3 years now, I think, and it works really well. You can scan, you can print, you can do double-sided. It does color. Yeah, so happy with that. We have a few like world atlases here, and then this help your kids with math and coding games. These are both from Costco. Then we have this seedling maze. It's like a virtual reality thing. We got sent this, I don't know, a few years back. We have our Kano kits. The kids love this. We have the Pixel kit. This is the keyboard. That's the screen. We also have the motion sensor one. I don't know where it is, but this is where we keep all that. We have another one of these seedling. It's like a marble maze. So these are just kind of like fun extras that the kids sometimes ask to use when they have some downtime. Back here, I have this empty glass container. I used to keep scissors in there until I moved them over to the caddy, but this is where I keep the months that I switch out on the calendar. And then we also have a thesaurus and a dictionary back there, and magnets, because you never know when you're going to need magnets. Moving down on this cube shelf, I have these little what are they? Not Rubbermaid, Sterilite, I think they are. Little drawers. Outside ones I keep like extra supplies in. Here we have a mishmash of crayons, and I have like extra pencil crayons and regular crayons, markers, pencils, painting stuff, painting mat, some brushes, more crayons, stapler, and down here is stamps. We have those there. We have a drawer with money stuff, so money bingo, some play money in there. In here we have time bingo, some dice, and then these are just like Dollar Tree not workbooks, but like worksheets. And then we just keep extra lined and graph paper in here. Keep these hardcover books here. These are the Great Illustrated Classics. So we have a whole bunch of those. On this shelf here is some of our like art supplies. We use this art class set of DVDs, and then we just keep some like watercolor pencils, brushes, and then just some like, you know, sketching stuff. Inside I have some more flashcards, time, money, alphabet. I also have these bigger ones here. These are from the Dollar Tree. I have this human body little set where you kind of have to put it together. This is another one about the human body. And then some Kuman books that I will just like photocopy. They're like maze books and stuff. The kids like doing those for fun. And then here I have the dry erase sleeves. Down here, it's just a bunch of like kind of hands-on things. So mostly the youngest kids like to come and play with this, but we have like these puzzles, math, ABCs, counting, spelling, where you have to kind of match them up and make the words or make the like addition, subtraction, equations. Another one here that's for words. I have this Hooked on Phonics, Learning to Read Pre-K. I haven't used this in a while, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I did use it at one point, and it was good, but we've moved on to other things. I have this, what is this called? Twist Cue. It's just a little like mind bender game. And then in this bin I have the lacing cards, some pom-poms, and then some more little lacing things and counting bears and stuff. Just kids love to play with all these hands-on activities. So that'll keep her busy sometimes. And then on this side, we have some more just hands-on sequencing cards. These little Mighty Mind shape, you know, where you have to like match the cards and stuff with the shapes. More puzzles, shapes, colors. So just stuff that the little ones can reach and get and do. Moving on over here to this back corner is my oldest daughter's desk. She is currently in grade 8. She has a similar setup as my oldest son. She has this little cubby shelf over here. These are just some of her favorite books, Little House on the Prairie and Narnia. She has her little science box there, and then again just extra binders, study notes and stuff she keeps there. She has a little art picture she drew. That's nice. This is her agenda that she keeps track of what she's doing. She's so cute. She has a study plan of when she's going to study for her tests and stuff. And then just some extra pencils and colored pens. Again, the drawers are pretty much set up the same way as everybody else's. Above here we have this, it's actually from the brand Wall Pops, and it's like a peel and stick map of the world, so you can actually like take it off. It won't damage your walls, and it's repositionable. We've moved it around a ton of times, and it's like, it works great. It's just as sticky as it was when we first got it. Next to it we have another whiteboard. Currently we have Happy First Day of School, even though that was weeks and weeks ago. We haven't erased that. Usually this is where I'll do, like, if I actually have to write definitions and teach lessons or draw diagrams or whatever, I'll do that on this whiteboard. So I just strung some leaf garland up there for fun for fall. We have our 2 sponsor kids that we sponsor from Compassion. We have those there so that we can keep them on our mind and in our hearts and pray for them and all that. This is my desk here, but I'm going to move on over here. This is my youngest, well, not my youngest daughter's, my second youngest daughter's desk. She's on the other side of me there. We'll start with what's on the wall. We have a clock, and then we have the letters, numbers, ABCs, just for her to reference. She is in grade 2. She also has a lamp. I should actually turn this on for more light. There, that's better. She has a lamp. She has where she keeps all her little crayons and stuff, and then she's always doing crafts and drawing and stuff, so she likes to keep those things out. I don't know, I can't stand on her desk. Then we have a whole bunch of Bob books, some more little readers, Good and the Beautiful readers and stuff, this other thing of Bob books. I have this, another one of these little drawer caddies, and this is where I keep all the stuff for Matthew C. DVDs there. I have some more up here, some extra headphones. And then down here, I actually just have like stickers to put on worksheets or just for the kids to play with or whatever are kept there. We have 2 portable DVD players, like the kind you'd put like in a car. The kids use these to watch math. So we have some extra headphones. We also keep the iPad back here, and it's all charged. That's pretty much her desk. The only difference is she doesn't have the drawer system as like the other kids do. We just honestly, we just haven't bought it for her. Just been using one of these, and I mean, it works out fine. Eventually I'm gonna get her one of the same drawers just so that it's like cohesive, but that's more just, you know, because I want it to look that way. She just keeps all her stuff in here. So it works. That's what her desk looks like. We have this little paper holder right by here. This is from IKEA, and it holds like the big rolls of paper. We currently ran out of paper for it though, so it's just kind of sitting here empty. But it's great for like crafts and drawing. It's actually great to just like roll out on the floor and let them have at it. So then in the middle here, this is where my desk is. My desk is also from IKEA. Honestly, I don't like sit at my desk to do work, so that's why there's, you know what I mean? Like I have a lot of teacher's manuals and stuff over here. I have the desktop, anything for like answer keys or tests, things like that, worksheets. I keep them all here. This is Eli's, this is all of Finley's. In the middle here is more just like group subject stuff. So like history, science, spelling, things that I do with like multiple kids I keep in here. I also have our electric, I almost said toothbrush. That is not what that is. Electric sharpener here. It's from Staples. It's actually not my favorite, to be honest with you. I think I'm gonna have to upgrade that at some point. For now it works, but it's just not the best. Then I have this little acrylic like pencil holder where I keep that. A lot of red pens for marking, some highlighters and some sharpeners, whiteout, some little sticky notes. That's kind of what I keep there. A picture, I have this little YouTube play button that my son made for me, so that stays there too. I have the desktop here. We use this mostly for math, like teaching textbooks, typing, and then every once in a while, if I want to play a video, like for us to watch something, depending on what subject we're doing, or if the kids need to research something, then we'll use this. We always have music on, usually some worship music going to help us get us through our day. I don't really use like a teacher planner. I've tried and it just, I don't know. I don't really find it works for how we do school. We have a schedule. I write in the kids' agendas what they need to have done. And then I kind of just keep track of it day to day and make sure that it got done. That's sort of how I do it. This is just from, I think I got this at the dollar store, to be honest with you. So week to week, I mean, everybody does pretty much the same sort of individual subjects every single day. And I check their agendas to make sure that it got completed and crossed off. Other than that, I write in here any extra things I need to do with them. Or our group work, or if I have tests to give, stuff like that. I only have a stool, but it's nice because I can just kind of move it around really easily. If I'm sitting at a kid's desk, if they need help with something, then I just kind of move it around to wherever they are. I got this from Walmart. I think it was like $5 or $6. Keep our trash under there. And then this is just a bin of some extra, like I have my laminator, hole puncher, a paper cutter, some extra like empty binders and exercise books for whoever needs that. We have craft paper, and then we have our printer paper down there. Yeah, my desk is the holder of all things. I'll give you a quick peek into my drawer. I'm not gonna go through everything, but it's just supplies. I have Sharpies, washi tape, paper clips, elastic, some extra pencils, erasers. Always gotta have some chapstick, and then whole bunch of like stickies for, you know, marking pages and books and stuff like that. Ink pads, some of these like, you know, cards like reinforcement, sort of incentive cards, extra pencils. That's basically what I have in there. And this one, hole punch, stapler, dry erase markers, sticky notes, post-it notes, a random book, because I decided I wanted to read The Great Gatsby again. Some notebooks, tape, did I say that already? And some clips. I think that's it. So yeah, that's how we do school. Hope you guys enjoyed this long, very long awaited tour. Again, if you have any questions, or if there's anything that I didn't mention, something that I didn't link, let me know in the comments. And also, if there's anything that you want me to go more into detail about, make like a separate video about, leave me those suggestions down below as well, and I will try my best. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'd love for you to subscribe and thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I'll have everything linked in the description box down below. I'll see you guys again soon.